right? And with that, we want to first echo it out. So let's run another script. Right, I'm going to do this. And just follow me. Don't worry, you don't need to write it down. I already have it on the GitHub repo. You can just copy and paste it. sh. Or if you follow me, at least if you are typing along, it will allow you to really commit it to brain. So docker pass. There's a docker login username, which is docker underscore user, and this is how you gain access. Password stdin, right? So echo password docker login you, right? And after this, they want to push, then we'll say sh. We want to push docker push. I'll say $, and I'm going to put this right here. We'll say image name, and I'm going to say right here we need the last one, which is image tag. It should be tag, right? So now I'll explain it once more, right? We are writing a pipeline script, and what the pipeline script is what it's doing is, first we've written all these variables, which is our image name first, which is the image that we are going to build. And then we are saying, according to this build number, right? You know, when we build, it will start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what it's going to use as tag. Don't forget, if you want to push your image, you need different tags, right? And then we'll set up these Docker credentials. Remember, as Docker upgrades, and this Git credentials ID. So these are the substituting for ID. So the first stage is to clone our source code, right? Let me say clone source code, which is right here. And then the second stage, right, is we are going to build it. Okay, right here we need something else in this place. We need branch. So I'm going to say branch is Docker, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because in our branch here, that's where we have our Docker file, right? In our Docker branch, that's where we have our Docker file. So it's going to come into this place, and that's where it's going to build a Docker file and turn it into an image, right? So that's what this is for, right? And we need to choose the branch. Branch is going to be Docker. Great. And then after then, we are going to build our image, Docker build, then the image name that we want to use, which is also the username and repo name, and the image tag, which is the build number, right? And afterwards, we are going to push the image to Docker Hub using the credentials of our Docker Hub account, right? So now, if we have written everything the right way, we shouldn't have any error. And so we're going to look at it once more to see if there is no issues. Docker login, Docker user, and this is where there may be issues. Docker user password variable, Docker pass, right? So I'll apply and save, and this is the first thing we're going to know. So let's build now. So we click build now. We'll know if everything we have done has done well, and it's saying 2. Okay, this is 1, and thankfully we don't have. Let me see console output. Go to console output, and it started by me, right? And it's cloning the repo, and it's going to go to that branch, and this is the Docker branch. Let's check out to it, and it's going to build the image first, and let's see if it's going to build it, and let's see, and it has skipped, and it's saying error requires 1 argument. Docker build require 1. Okay, so now we have our first issue, and let's see what we did. Okay, great. And whatever we did not put dot. So let's go here and configure, and we need to put dot. So let's check everything, and where is the Docker build? We need to put dot here. That means check for the Docker file in this present folder, right? So I've done that. Save it, and I'll build it. Source of truth, and it's going to show us our 2, and I'm going to say console output, and right here it is building our image, and it's pushing to our repo, and it's telling us this is it right here. Layer exists. We're trying, 1 second. It's not supposed to do this. Okay, this is all right. I'm going to go here. Let me see if I have to tag. I don't have it. Oh, is it my internet that is slow? What is going on? Okay, failure, and we are seeing something missing content length header for request. We're trying, and it's probably due to my internet. techwithadedayo, simple login API 2, preparing, waiting. So I will do it again. This will be the third one. And it's going to build once more. We're going to go to console output. And login succeeded, right? It logged in. So it's just waiting to push. And it's saying we're trying in 1 second and there is an issue. I'll fix it because it's able to log in. Login succeeded. But Docker push, image name, and the tag name. Yes, and it's correct. So stop the video. So yeah, this has been fixed. It must have been some lines were missing, right? It has been fixed. I just changed the lines. If you don't, if it's not working fine for you, you can just come here and just copy the Jenkins file directly from here. It should work, right? I think it has issues with some lines, but apart from that, everything is working fine, right? So with that being said, so let's just go to our pipeline and now build now. If we build now, and after building, let's come to this place and go to console output. And if we look at it, that's built now, that's logged in. So now it's pushing to Docker Hub, right? So let's see it here. Okay, and we are getting error response, and it's talking about token. This is internet. This is internet issues. I'm going to build it again. There's nothing wrong with the token. Push to Docker Hub. Masking pushes. Yeah, it's pushing now. Preparing, waiting. Layer already exists. Should have something like pushed now, right? So if we go back to our Docker Hub, and if we refresh this place to our repo, we should have 9. If we check our tag, we should see is 9 because the 8 failed. That was internet, and the other ones too. The other thing, I think it was internet that caused that issue as well, right? Because I couldn't see any real issue, right? But this is it, success. And now what we are going to see is how we can use ArgoCD to deploy, to do continuous deployment into our Minikube cluster. The next step right here is to install ArgoCD on our Minikube cluster, right? So I have my Docker desktop, I've started it, and also I've installed kubectl, and lastly, I've started my Minikube cluster right here. So with this Minikube start, driver equals Docker. I don't want to waste much time, so I've done that. If you follow this, you should be able to do that. So the next step for us now is to install ArgoCD, right? And what we want to use ArgoCD to do is this, if you come to this repository and you come to 02 story application and under this deployment and come inside here. So this is a manifest file for deployment, and what we've done before, and you don't need to go back to any lecture if you don't want to, is we've defined a manifest file to deploy our application, simple application. And what we've done is we put the environment variable, we have our MongoDB on local and all that. So what we want to do right here is, instead of doing kubectl to actually deploy this application into our cluster, which is manual, we want to use ArgoCD as a tool to actually automate this process. And anytime there's a change, anytime we deploy new application, maybe it changed to version 14, 15, we want ArgoCD to detect it automatically and deploy it for us. So that's the basic thing we want to do. So the first thing I want to do is we need to install ArgoCD on our Kubernetes cluster, and that's what I want to do now. Let me just open it beside. Right, I'm just going to come here to open link in new tab. Great. And it's telling us this is how we do it, install ArgoCD, and I'm going to say this. Okay, before I do that, let me first say kubectl get node. So we are in our Minikube, and I'll say kubectl get all to show you that everything is clear and we don't have anything except for this service, which is default, right? So now what we want to do now is let's first install our ArgoCD, and first I'm going to create a namespace for ArgoCD, and inside this namespace is where we are going to install this. So if I come here, and this may take some time depending, and I'm going to paste this, and it's going to create ArgoCD and all these manifest files for us inside this ArgoCD namespace. So I'm going to say enter, and it's going to create, and it will take some time for the ports to come up, but we'll watch those ports as they are coming up, right? So if you see so many things, and if we say kubectl get pods, and we are going to go inside the namespace ArgoCD, right? And this is where it is, and I'm going to say #w, and we're going to watch the pods, and now we have container creating, and this is going to take a while. If you have large CPU, it may be very fast for you, but for me, so I'm going to pause the video and continue it when it has when everything has started running. Right. Right now that this is running, we need to access this from our web browser. But unfortunately, this listens on port 80 as well if you want to port forward it. So we're not going to use that because our Jenkins is already running on 8080. So we are going to use 9090 instead. So what I'll do is I'll come here back, and if you look at it, kubectl port forward ArgoCD, I'm going to copy this, come here. I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to say this, to paste it, and I'm going to change this to 1990. That way, and once I do this, and I go here to my localhost 1990, and we should see our ArgoCD. And it will come like this. Don't worry, because we are porting 443, right? This is 443 to 1990. So just go to advanced, continue localhost on save. Don't worry about it, and it will come here, right? And this is good. What we need now, our username, the default is going to be admin, and then we're going to get the password. So if we come here, come to our this thing. This is how we can get our secret, and I'm going to save this and open another git bash, right? Open another git bash. This is coming up. Open another git bash. Yes, I'm going to open another git bash. Open. And right here, I'm going to say this, right? And it's going to give our password. And I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it here for my ArgoCD. I'm going to paste it here. And now I have admin and I have my password. So username is admin and the password is right here. So that's the password. I'll say admin and I'll put the password right here and I'll sign in. Great. Now this is our ArgoCD front end. And this right here is where we are going to configure how our app is going to be deployed. So first thing we need to do is say new app, and it's very simple. I'm going to give it simple login API. That's the name of the app I want to deploy. And I'm going to go here and we'll say default. And what I want to do is automatic, right? I want this thing. I don't want to deploy manually. I want this to pick the change every time we deploy automatically. And right here, I'm just going to leave the rest. And the source repo that we need is right here. And we are going to use this. This is the source repo, right? And if I come here, and I'm going to copy this. This is the repo that we are going to use, right? This is the repo where our manifest file is, and this Git, and the branch is master. It's master branch, and the path in which our manifest file is in, and this is the path. So I'll go to 02, sorry, application. I'm going to go to deployment, and this is the path right here, right? It's inside this deployment folder, so that's where our manifest file is. So I'm going to paste this and everything else, and I'm going to say the cluster URL is going to be this. It's on our local host, right? It's on our local host, and our namespace is ArgoCD. Remember, that's our namespace, and everything else I'll leave as it is. And you can come here to edit as YAML. This will show you all the details about the application. The name is simple login API. This is where we can find the manifest file, and it's under this folder path, right? That's what we're going to. So once we save this, we are going to create, and it's very, very easy. Instead of doing this manually, and let's look at this. And it's out of sync, but don't worry. Yes, it's now synced. And now if you look at it, it has picked up our app deployment and app service. And look at it. This is our app deployment, and it has 3 replicas. So if we go inside here and go here, and we have our deployment here, and our deployment have 3 replicas, and the name is my app deployment, and it give it whatever it wants, and these are the 3 replicas, and it has a service as well, which we will use to check on our applications using Notepad 3080. I'll show you how to get that. So now if we go back, let's check our ArgoCD. Okay, right here, and if we come here and we are getting something 13, okay, and the reason why we are getting this is because if we go inside our Docker Hub account, let's go, where is our Docker Hub? Okay, let's go to our Docker Hub, and if we go to our Docker Hub, you see right here that there is no image of tag 13. So I'm going to repository, and let's hold on, and if we come here, we are going to check our tags, and if you look here, there is no 13. We only have 7 and 9, right? But we don't want to manually change it here. We don't want to manually change it here. We want Jenkins to push new image and change it here for us. So how do we achieve this, right? We want to automate everything. So what we do is come back to our Jenkins, right? And come here and go back to our pipeline, right? And I'll say configure. Let's wait. And what we need to do right here is very simple, right? We need to add another step right here, and this step is going to push the version of our new image to this repo right here. So only what it will do is change, once it pushes a new image, it will change it to that version. It is version 9, version 15, whatever the version is, and automatically ArgoCD is going to pick that up. So what do we do in this scenario? So to not waste too much time, I've written that down already. So what we do is go here, and let's go to our repo, and this is our repo. This is our Jenkins file, and I'm going to explain it, right? And what we need to do right here is this last stage, and I'm just going to copy it. Oh, don't worry, still the same thing. I'm just going to copy everything and paste it, delete this and paste it. It's the same thing. Okay, I just need to change few things. I need to change these git credentials here. I think it's different. I'm going to change that. Where is it? Yes, it's going to be git https creds right here. The rest are the same thing. So if I scroll down, right, and what I've done right here is I'm saying, all right, I want to update a GitOps repo, and right here I did something. I added this, and the GitOps repo that I want to create, which is where ArgoCD is getting all its information from, right? It's this GitOps repo, and if you look at it, Kubernetes tutorial.git, that's where it is. And right here, we are going to update that GitHub repo. After we've pushed the image, we are going to update it with the image tag, right? So the first thing is we are going to clone this. After cloning it, right, then we are going to search for anywhere there is image name and image tag, and we are going to replace it with the current one, right? We're going to replace it with the current one. That's what we are just doing, and we are first saying we want to configure username and the name of the person that is going to do it, and then after then we'll do git commit. And the reason why we're able to do this, we've given Jenkins the power, we've given it the credentials ID. So it's Jenkins, we use that credentials ID, we use that username and token to log in for us and to update this particular place in this particular YAML file, which is our manifest file, right? So this is very, very simple. And once we do that, we're going to apply and save. And what we do right now is to build. It's a moment of truth. So now we are building, and let's check. And if there are no issues, we should be able to go scot-free. Also output. And it's loading. And great, this is done. This is successful. And if we go now to our this place, we should see if we look at what it built here, it's version 10, right? Let's go here, and where is it? Yeah, version 10. If we go first, let's go here. We should see a new version, which is 10. Let's refresh this. All right, so now we see version 10. And if we go here and we refresh this, if you see this 13, if we refresh it, it should be version 10. And this is 10. And if we look at our ArgoCD, it should have picked the new version right now. So let's go to our ArgoCD. And it's saying progressing. Let's refresh this. Synced. And let's see if you see, let's see, update image to 13. This is 13. Let's see, image pull back off. Okay, this is 10 minutes ago. All right, yeah, of course, degraded. Let's go to our applications, and this is out of sync, and it has synced again. So let's wait. Now open it, and let's see. Now image has changed to 10, and now if we see what we have done, hold on, and if everything goes well, it will deploy the new version automatically without us doing anything, right? So let's wait. This is still 13. See 13. Let's see the new one. This is 10, and 10 will come up. And if I refresh this, and syncing app service, we're waiting for this. The conditional container is creating, and if we come to this place and we can just say kubectl, right? We can check it here too, pods/w, and see what is going on. Let's wait. Shouldn't take this much time. Okay, and if you see it running. So 2 of the containers, now 3 containers are running, right? And the other ones, they were not running before, has been terminated, and you terminate this last one too. If you see it terminating, so even from here, even this one has not yet come up. Let's leave it, and now we are able to see everything here. Can you see how this deployment works? It will pick it automatically. So what we can do now is we can access our service, and the way we can access it is, let's say kubectl get all, and this thing has taken so much of my resources, and I'm saying say kubectl get deployment, and it should have synced, and it's, oh yeah, sorry, it should be in our ArgoCD namespace, right? And this is it right here, is our ArgoCD namespace, and right here we are going to say Minikube. Okay, let me get service first. Get service, and we should have my app service. So if I say Minikube service, my app service, and I say --URL. Okay, it's saying it's not in default namespace, so I guess let's look for it in our ArgoCD namespace. Okay, and it's telling us we can find it right here, right? So if we go here on our local host, let's first go here, and I'll go here and go here. And if you see slash, that means your app is working. If you see this, it's working. And one more thing we can do again to see if it's working. Again, I can see. And I'm going to say kubectl get logs. I can see get logs. And what is the name of, okay, let's look at the logs. So kubectl get pods, and I'm going to look into that ArgoCD namespace. And what's the name? I'm going to pick this one, and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to say kubectl logs, and I'm going to pick that, and I'm going to say find it in the ArgoCD namespace. And once we do this, you see this simple login API server running on port 5000, MongoDB connected. And the reason why you are seeing this is because I have MongoDB on my local host due to the fact that we've done this course before. All right, so that's how you can automate your CI/CD using Jenkins ArgoCD and deploy it inside Minikube cluster. Right. So thank you. Please, if you like this video, kindly subscribe. Thank you.